Hi there MotoGP fans, Architect here, welcome back to the channel. MotoGP 21 has been around for a while now, about 3 weeks, and we've been having a good play with it, going through some of the content that's been available in MotoGP 21, but now it's time to move on to the next stage. So stick around guys, and you can find out how you can have your say on what we do next. As you've noticed from the channel, we've been doing lots of gameplay videos, and I'm particularly impressed with some of the old school historical 800cc, 990cc and the 500cc two-strokes. Is this where we should start our championship career? My personal preference is I absolutely loved the 500cc class. In the past, I think these bikes have been really poor. It's almost like they've been overly aggressive and they've been really difficult to ride. But they aren't anymore in this game. They've done a really good job in this version of the game, in my opinion. And my personal preference is we should start a championship right here in the 500cc class. With that said guys, there are other options. We could go into the 990cc class, and we could also go into the 800cc 4-stroke class as well. So we've got a few options open to us. So let's, for example, if we go into the 500cc class, we've got several bikes, several options in which to ride here. The 500cc class Yamaha here is an excellent bike. This really brings back some memories for me guys, on the TZR125 and the 250 series back in the day when I used to have my Honda NS125F. I really remember this bike, the colour scheme. I remember seeing it on the racetrack. This is a really good contender for me to go out on this bike and start a championship series. Absolutely loved it. And it actually feels like a two-stroke now. In the previous games it was very aggressive and it didn't feel right to me, so I never really played the historical career, but I'm actually quite excited about it this time round. I mean, we could go out as an official rider. One of my guys that I remember seeing on the track back in the day is Biaggi, Max Biaggi, who also rides a Yamaha. So we could, but we've got some options here. We could select one of these riders. Eddie Lawson, Schwantz. I did a gameplay video with Schwantz, and it was excellent bike to ride, the Suzuki RGVR 500. So we could go out on that guys. We've got a number of options here that we could do, or we could just choose an official team, and then we could head off into the rider customization as a first episode and start to customize the rider and the bike and ride as ourselves. And I guess this is where I need some help from you guys. What do you guys think we should do? What do you think we should do? Should we start in a 990cc class? I'm thinking if we go into the 990s and the 4-strokes, I purchased the limited edition, or the gameplay videos are on the channel guys, go and look for those and go and watch them. But this is a fantastic bike, this Suzuki of Hopkins. This is the Hopkins Suzuki limited edition. I did take this around the track for 3 laps, and it was a really nice bike to ride. I really enjoyed it. So we could, I think if I go into a 990cc class or an 800cc class, it'd be nice to go out on a limited edition. So we've got some options there as well. But I think the historical rides for me is, I think, where I want to start now. If I'm quite excited about these bikes. But you guys have got to watch this. So this channel is for you guys as well, so I want you to have a say. So this is an opportunity for you guys to have your say. In the 800cc class, Danny Pedrosa for me is a god. I love Danny Pedrosa, and he's got a couple of bikes in the 800cc class on the Honda that we could head off and use. But I love Danny. We could take him to win his championship that he never won in GPs. We could take him on that journey and go and do this for Danny Pedrosa. Please have your say. Leave me a comment down below and have your say on where you think we should start. But I'm really wanting to do an historical championship season. Absolutely happy if you choose to head off into the career mode and start a new career. If that's where you would like to see us go, happy to do this and ride as ourselves and start in Moto3 and go all the way up through the classes to MotoGP. Happy to do that as well. But interestingly, and this is what I think is a great addition to this game, if we go into a championship and we head off into a new championship, what we can do is we can select one of these bikes. Okay, so let's go into 500cc and let's select this bike here. The calendar, I don't want to do a full calendar because it's going to take ages to get through it. Here's my thinking, guys. We now have the option to do an official calendar and add the tracks that we like. So my first thoughts is to do off a championship and do 9 tracks. So without a shadow of a doubt, as if we do this historical championship, we can add the Czech Republic, we can add Donington Park, add Laguna Seca. So they're the 3 historical championship tracks that we don't use in GPs, but we can start with these, or we can add these into the season for the first 9 tracks. And then we can add some of our favourites if we like. I mean, a particular favourite of mine is the other USA track, the Red Bull Ring in Austria. So we could add that track there as well. My other favourite track is actually Australia, Phillip Island. I love that, so we can add Phillip Island in there as well. What other tracks do I like? I like Qatar, so happy to do Qatar as well. So already we've got 6 tracks, guys. So I'm happy to go with these. And then if you guys want to leave a comment below and add another 3 tracks to make 9 tracks, then we can make that our championship for the historical season and do 9 races over the championship with tracks of your choice, bike of your choice in the historical class. So in summary, this is how you can have your say. It's an opportunity for you to select. I want to do the historical tracks first before we head into career mode, but the majority rules, if you guys choose to head off into the career mode, we'll do the career mode. But my preference, for me personally, my vote is to do an historical championship starting in the 500cc. Leave me a comment below with your choice of historical classes. So which class do you want to head off into for the first championship? And you can have a vote for the new career mode as well, guys, and we'll start off in Moto3 if that's a preference. But have your vote now, guys. Leave me a comment below. Majority rules, historical class, 500cc, 990cc, 800cc. Which of those classes are we going into? When we've selected a class, are we going to use an official rider? Again, my preference in the 800 and the 990cc class is to use one of the limited edition bikes, would be my preference. John Hopkins in the 990. In the 800cc class we've got Rossi, Lorenzo, Stoner and Pedrosa. My preference would be Pedrosa, so that would be my vote if we're going into the 800cc class. Or do we select a limited edition bike or any of the others? I don't mind. We can select a limited edition bike and ride as ourselves, and we'll do a customization as well. So once we have chosen that, then we can start looking at official calendar. I think you got 3 choices, guys. So what other tracks, which tracks do you want to add onto the custom calendar for this historical class? So that's how you can have your say, guys. Leave me a comment below and let me know what tracks you want, what historical class, what rider and what bike. Have your say, and then we'll go and do this championship. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. I look forward to see your comments, guys, and your selections, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.